अभी इन्वेस्टर्स हैं?
नहीं, bootstrap.
बूटस्ट्रैप, completely bootstrap.
Fully bootstrap.
Okay, so are you even looking for investors?
We realized, so I think the last year was sort of spent in sort of finding where our head is at, what we want with Notice. And we realized that while building a product company, right, you need a massive capital bank to be able to access a lot of processes, to
Mm-hmm.
be able to achieve X amount of quality, to have X amount of stock ready so that we can refine our consumer experience, where I have X amount of things ready. With a smaller capital, it always becomes a little tough to have 10,000 things. I can't basically have stockists across the country because I can't supply a ready stock for a lot of things. And with a lot of products that we want to make, a lot of collaborations we want to do, spaces we want to be in, we realize that we do need like a larger capital to get there and to have a better office, to maybe have a physical experience center, all of it, have better to pay better salaries to our employees, to hire a larger team, to do more organic content. We realize कि यार यहाँ पे पैसे तो लगेंगे, and if we want to go take that next step, this somewhere we need to have investors on board. So I think in the last few months, Ayush and I have been actively talking to a lot of investors, creating and refining all our pitch decks, refining our asks, and basically figuring out what we need, where the money goes, and how we plan to basically use it and where we plan to use it. तो वो चल रहा है. Our first attempt to do so was, I think, a year ago in April in 2025, where we applied for WTF fund, which was Nikhil Kamath's gratuity
Uh-huh.
fund for startups. And I don't think a lot of people know this. We reached the top 1%,
Okay.
but we didn't make the final cut. तो हम लोग, we were, I think, in the last 30 companies that made it from 50,000 or 60,000, whatever. We had our
Okay.
investor interviews and whatnot, the final thing. But we didn't end up making the final cut because if you see the cohort that was made, it was purely medical and AI and biomed and bio AI, whatever, उसी field
Mm-hmm.
का था. So I think that is sort of the brain, ये like mindset they had gone into it to get somebody in that space. So I think because of that, we couldn't make the final cut. But that was sort of the first effort. And we were also surprised that we made it that far because as creatives do, we applied on the very last day. एक ही दिन में बैठे, I was at my parents' anniversary and literally मैं lunch पे बैठ के पूरा answers लिख रहा हूँ. I was going for a सीधे मौत concert in the evening and I'm recording a video note as I'm on the way to the concert. तो बहुत last minute था, तो we were like यार, we just want to do it just so that we know कि हमने try करा at least, नहीं हुआ तो नहीं हुआ. But we
Correct.
ended up making it damn far, so that was like a good uh, boost for us as well to understand that okay, investors are interested and we are building something that people might be very interested in putting money in. But हाँ, उसके बाद से अभी we're just finding basically the right people who guide us, who are able to, push us in the right direction. So soon, hopefully, we figure it out.
So you guys don't have bank loans as well, just
No,
your
no, no.
money.
Your money. Like हम लोग का ये है. Luckily, Ayush had access to capital from his previous business, where he was taking salary from there. I was putting in a little bit of money, and Ojasvi has put in a little bit of money, but it has all come from our in-house. And now that was initial years to set the business up. Now we've reached a place where we manage with our sales and our revenue. So there are obviously tougher months where we have to do internal loans sometimes, but not very often at all. So now we're more or less sustained by like our sales.
Yeah, I have a controversial question. Yeah, it's completely
Yes.
on you to answer it or not. How much money do you make per month?
यार ये तो मैं I leave these things to Ayush.
अच्छा,
But
okay.
we make enough here. Like we've grown.
अच्छा,
If
you
I were
don't
to
have a
give you,
salary.
bro, I we none of us draw salaries, yeah. So
Okay.
we pay our employees because we are at a place where we can either take salaries ourselves or
Mm-hmm.
pay people who work for us. And I would rather have my employees be happy and comfortable than taking
Right.
salary myself because we know that money will come here. Like पैसे का stress नहीं है. So we all have like again like I still freelance as a designer because it also scratches my itch to create, but also pays the bills.
Hmm.
And Ayush also does a few things on the side. Ojasvi also consults on the side, but nothing that would give us a salary to boast about. Any just enough to get our day to day done. But वहां से तो like that end तो खाली है यार. Like हम तो पैसे नहीं कमाते. But yeah, like as noticed also, we have grown, I think, around 3x from last year in terms of our monthly revenue. So that has been very good, and that's where we see कि, okay, we know that there is money that will come in soon. But our employees make the industry standard, and they we make sure that they are comfortable in whatever they are making. But yeah.